Devdas wanted to say something.
Just wanted to tell you narrate another incident which touches on fairness. In our lab in structural engineering, we now have more postgraduate students and PhD and MS students than undergraduate students. We have a computer center inside the lab which is heavily used. And the students had a problem, some passwords were being messed up. And I think the complaint was one student was misusing it, was distracting the other students, misuse of internet, you know what I mean. So there was some committee, I was the head of the lab at that point, and we had a small committee which looked into it, and they decided to send this guy out, banned for 6 months, he was not allowed to use any of the systems. This boy was furious, and he came to me separately, not because I was head of the lab, but because I was a friend. I took him out to tea and I heard him out. He said, "Sir, I'm not the culprit. I'm not the person who did it. They picked the wrong guy." So I had a long chat on fairness with him. Then I said, "I believe you," because I genuinely believe that what he said was true. Then I said, "But aren't there things, wrong things that you did in the lab for which you were not punished specifically?" He kept quiet. So I said, "This is life. You commit crime A, commit crime B, commit crime C, you get away with it. You don't commit crime D, and you're caught and hanged for crime D. Life is fair overall."
Great.
And he took it.
Any other question? We can then close. It was a brief panel discussion. At least one more we can have. Anybody else? No questions? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, the factor of happiness. We go through life with technology, we go through life with we go through life with technology, we go through life with people, we go through life with the different aspects we've spoken about, right? But I think so the factor of life is being happy, right? So how does IIT teaching or any sort of teaching get you to that final point that, you know, you're going to be happy with yourself, with whatever you're trying to do? So where is that touched upon?
Would anyone like to answer that? In what ways does IIT Madras help one find happiness inside? I hope I've interpreted you correctly. Yeah, sure.
I will give a 30 seconds reply.
Yeah.
Happiness equals material possession divided by desire. This is so if you can obtain infinite happiness by shrinking your material possessions, even though your desire is very small. Even keeping desire very small, if you keep the desire high, your material possessions also have to go correspondingly high to give you a higher happiness. On the contrary, you can achieve a much higher level of happiness either by shrinking your desire, and I think that is the much better way of doing it. This is learning for life. We can learn a lot from this environment. For example, this is a completely ecologically balanced world, as much as we can see compared to the rest of the world. The flora, the fauna, the birds, the animals that you all see exist in a system, all with tremendous amount of happiness without the material comforts that you and I have. We need to figure out why.
Anyone else from the panel? Shankar?
See, the original question was, how did the educational process help you?
Help us.
Help you to
Correct.
achieve happiness?
Yeah.
And you,
Life in IIT.
Yeah.
I wouldn't restrict it to
exactly.
the educational process.
Your interpretation
Yeah.
is life in IIT.
Life in IIT, including education. Yeah.
I'll take that question. I think that as an individual, when I look back at life in IIT and indeed life in IIM, which are the really two long stints of education that I've had, the formal education received in classrooms and so on is probably 25% of what I took away from these institutions. 75% of it is really the environment, the friendship, the good and the bad stuff that you did with your friends. And so So that, obviously the tendency is to do things that make you happy. So it gives you a body of experience to decide what makes you happy. And for me, certainly, friendship and relationships and these things were cemented in those days. And I think the value of friendship, the value of dependence on people, or letting yourself be dependent on people and trusting them that they will do the right thing by you, these are things that I learned, and I think they serve to make me happy at that time. And I think they serve to make me happy at this time as well.
Go ahead.
I think it's not the purpose of education to give you happiness. The purpose of education is to enable a full flowering of the individual in all levels possible. Often the happiness that we talk of is a very superficial happiness which doesn't last. So in a way it's good to be unhappy so that you understand what real happiness is. And real happiness needs a lot of inner work. So and that you get from IIT, because you will be unhappy. Here in some ways you will have fun. I think it's a good thing because you have to find your way to happiness. It's not the job of IIT to give it to you, for free. You have to figure it out yourself. Thank you.
Lele, any parting shots?
I would certainly echo what Professor Menon just said, that I think when we were in IIT, we were way too young to sort of really sort of think about questions of happiness in a lifetime sense. But to sort of go back to this thing of discovering different parts of yourself besides just the academic subjects, and then later on trying to harness those different capacities in whatever form you define your happiness as, either some fulfillment of desire or whatever it is, some fraction of the desire that has been attained. And I would echo again, Shankar's idea that the academic learning was a small fraction, but the other 75% that comes from relationships, from developing trust, variety of other skills, that it equips you to try to find your own happiness. It certainly, there's no recipe, there's no formula, but certainly this was a good place to start.
Great. Probably close because we are running out of time, but I'll use Balasubramaniam's formula to have a parting shot, that happiness equals material possession by desire. Not many students, current students here, but I believe the program is being recorded and it will be available to the students. So IIT students typically are doomed because desire for grades is infinite. Okay? Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much. Thanks, Lele, Rajat. Yeah, sure, please. Yeah.
Hello. Yeah. I just wanted to say, we talked a lot about relationships, and I was thinking about this a lot today. There are a few people who have left us, who are not here because they're not here on Earth. And I just want us, as batchmates, to think for a moment today, sometime, about they're not being with us and sharing. We are sharing a really good time, together. But it's good to just a moment for the folks who are not with us.
Thank you, Rajat. Great sentiment. Yeah, sure. Thank you very much.
Thank you, gentlemen. A small announcement. Anyone from 87 batch who were not present during the photography session are requested to go now. Yeah, individual pictures.
On behalf of the class of 87, we'd like to thank the two people responsible for bringing us all together today. Can I invite Sundu and MTR on the stage, please? The real gift is going to be in your inbox tomorrow morning.
All right.
This is just a note.
Oh, thank you. Anybody who hasn't had their picture taken, the photographer is leaving, you need to get your picture taken now. If you have not picked up your bag, talk to Ahuja, all the bags are in his car. If you haven't picked up the bag, Right, all the leftover bags are in his car. After lunch, assemble here. After lunch, 87 batch, assemble inside this room. After lunch, whatever, 2:15. 2:15. 2:15, assemble here after lunch. Thanks, guys.